What's up, everyone? Thanks for stopping by my channel. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. I done already did all of this, but I am just being obedient out here. Be obedient. Okay. For all of our new visitors and subscribers, welcome. And for all of the ones that are just simply returning, how you doing? All right. I've been getting some downloads about being resourceful. Being resourceful doesn't mean for you to cut corners. It just means for you to work smarter, not harder. So that's the main one that sticks out to me. That's the main one that sticks out to me right now. There were a couple more, but that's the main one that I keep hearing and that keeps popping up. So some of you are probably trying, some of you I feel like are trying to, I hear, make moves. And so with doing so, work smarter, not harder. And also for some of y'all, that goes for your peace as well. Like, work smarter, not harder. Too many people around, too many personalities, you know, that's an easy setup for one who is not self-aware to get caught in the crossfire of misfires amongst too many people. So, you know, rather feel like you got to hang on to every relationship. Remember, you know, if it doesn't serve you and it doesn't have a purpose anymore, you're working harder, not smarter, by keeping these people around in your energy. Okay. So like, it doesn't hurt. It's not a thing of hurting someone's feelings. It's not a thing of someone being offended by the fact of, you know, people, time moves and people move on too. So instead of feeling like you have to hang on to a situation, a person, place, or thing, just realize like everything has its time. Everything has its time. Some of you, I feel, also you're trying to do certain things different ways, but Spirit is saying like stick to what you're used to. Certain things are okay to have patterns, all right? Those patterns is discipline. Those patterns are routine. So instead of looking at it as, oh, I have to stay obedient, think of it as, look, you know, this is a routine, and don't even use the word habit. You know, your high vibration, your higher self will say that this is a routine. Your lower self will say this is a habit. This is a regimen. All right. Those, like, for what it is that you're to become, is definitely and can't be described with low vibrational words. All right. I hear boost your words up. So I guess that's more like a self-esteem injection to your confidence. Some of y'all may be getting injections. I don't know. Just remember, you know, healthy self-esteem is from within, and then it shows outwardly. It doesn't start with outward and then go inward. Again, work smarter, not harder. Okay, that's all the downloads I have. I'm just going to stop right there. And look, purpose came out. Judgment, purpose. You know that song by Nas? I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I could be where I want to be. Yeah. All right. And then I hear Kanye West, Blame Game with John Legend. On the bottom of the deck, you have courage. I like that for you. On the bottom of the deck, you have courage. And you had service in the reverse, growth in the reverse. Okay. All right. Make sure you're taking care of your immune system. All right. Even though it's not cold outside, you still need to take care of yourself. All right. All right. So I'm liking here, something has did its just due. I hear something has did its just due, and with doing so, the assignment was for you to get more intuitive about what it is you need, peace wise, in order for you to be happy. Now, someone is worrying about where and if you're going to place blame, and that's just simply because, or it could be, you may have some worries about where someone is trying to put blame, but I don't really feel like that's your energy. I feel like that's more of the other person. They worry about, where you place blame, whether it's on the situation, if it's on the person, or if it was on the time and place. All right. Very mature. You're judging what happened, and you use the courage to really filter out the pros and cons of whatever it is that may not really served you like you thought, because you did have service in the reverse and growth in the reverse, surrender in the upright. um but again, that's the other person's energy, because you didn't already made it so, like, look, you may not want to accept this, but I do. That's a person. That's a difference between a high priestess and someone that's like a knight of swords. I feel, always combative, always got a situation, always just shifty. You know what I'm saying? You're worse than squirrely. You're shifty. And those you got to be very careful of, because you really just don't know. It's like a rattlesnake in a bag. Like, you, even then, it's just a snake in a bag, period. You just don't know what you're getting yourself into, period. So you focused on you understanding and getting whatever needed to be done within this cycle, this time period. And with doing so, you understood the assignment. Even for you to, ooh, okay, let me slow down. Even for you to know, like, you're going to face certain things, you pulled on your inner strength. You pulled on your inner strength. And that right there was the purpose. That was the purpose of all of this. And that was to help you understand your purpose more as well. So, clear the board, he says. All right. Do what you say. Clear the board. Let's see what's going on. Really feel like I'm feeling like this is like April's energy, because with you having this necessary courage and you knowing the root of where it comes from, you're going to discover how much you have grown. You know, it's like taking a plant and trying to like transfer it from like a sprout container to putting it in a bigger container, and you realize, like, oh wow, all these roots have grown this entire time. You're thinking nothing is going on because you don't see a plant, but little do you know, the work is being done underneath. The work is being done on the inside so it can appear strong. All right, there's a difference between trying to appear strong and then looking at your roots and being like, oh shit, like certain things you can replant and they come back every year, and then certain things are just annual. They're just a one-time thing. They only last for one season. You're going to realize like that. exactly how much you have grown. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords. Here it is, you, ooh, 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 ooh. Mm. Wow. Ooh, it's too many. It's too many. Okay. What? Mm. You had the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Wands in the upright, Knight of Pentacles in the upright, Three of Cups in the reverse. You have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The King of Cups in the upright. Mm. I feel like this is going to be for April. Oh, okay. Stop there. Okay, so it came out really strong verbally. Again, that courage feeling, like that throat chakra. So, ooh, my. Come on now. Hmm. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So, again, you had the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords in the reverse. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse with the Ten of Wands, a Knight of Pentacles, a Three of Cups in reverse, a Three of Pentacles in the reverse, a King of Cups, a Knight of Wands, a Ten of Cups. Your Ten of Cups is in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Y'all are literally starting, of course, change. Change is inevitable. It happens for the best, okay, of us. People missed out on that part, the best of us, okay? So I see that, if something doesn't serve you, again, that purpose, your overall energy is the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Followed by the King of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. You are about making your money and minding your business. Okay. You let me tell you, you have this King of Swords that's in the reverse. This person really thought that 9 times out of 10, I feel that they were going to like overpower you. And that did not happen. That did not happen. And there's going to be some type of good karma that comes around to you for understanding your purpose. And you possibly may this may very well have been the assignment. This may have very well been the test for you to understand, bottom line, that you walk in a like badass power. And with that, a Queen of Pentacles, she's about her coin. What she touches turns gold, baby. You know who the fuck you are. It took it took a mini of a chapter of your life. But baby, when I say golden is golden yellow is your color, stop playing with it. And what's so crazy is, spirit really knows you inside and out, and they damn sure know what it is that they built, because guess what? The in the spiritual realm, a king of swords is, especially in the reverse, that's a hard motherfucker right there. When it comes to wanting to bully and be mean and be manipulative and try to, again, to overpower you, they may, be a person that very well may not like let you talk, right? Like they'll cut you off, so to speak. But this person, like when you gave them that look, it wasn't a thing of, oh, let me give you this scowl, so like I'm gonna be on that, I'm gonna need that when this is all said and done this evening. No, it was just the thing of, guess what? For someone not to be able to practice self-control, to wait their turn to speak, is a sign of a low vibration. So where it is, I'm looking at you as if like you think I'm trying to challenge your power. I'm just really adding up all the marks to make it so this 10 of wands happens. Because when I say I'm going to go, this Queen of Cups in reverse, they're not looking outwardly anymore to get that feeling of reassurance, to get that feeling of nurture, to get that feeling of validation. They're turning inwardly, and they're like depending on their inner strength versus depending on whoever this SOB is that seriously does not want to change. And yet, whether this is your energy or someone new, Knight of Pentacles, you're focusing on being responsible and working hard. And again, coming from a mindset of routine to a mindset of, this is discipline. This is what it is that is part of your life, your livelihood, your life, how you move, however you want to name it. You're staying out of these third party situations. You're minding your business, again, like I said. However, this person that's trying to like ease back in your energy or don't want you out of theirs, they're over there seriously independent on self-indulging. They're independent on attaching they're dependent, on detaching themselves, attaching themselves to some type of vice that makes them not want to face reality. That's just the overall, gist of it. And so, of course, this person is probably miserable because they don't want to be in a place without you, I hear. And that's just really interesting because that's toxic as fuck. Okay? That's toxic as fuck. You want me to live in disharmony and not be aligned with my soulmate, the partner I'm supposed to be with. You what? No. See, you have this energy of this King of Cups. All right? You have that passion. You have that compassion. You have that control. You have that leader mindset. Some people may say you may be dominant or domineering or intimidating, but hey, that's because guess what? You realize someone that doesn't have very strong leadership skills. Okay? They can't put head over heart. They can't be empathetic. That's the total opposite of you, who works hard. You know, so no, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, you got to get the fuck on. You know, fine, whatever. I will work hard. It's not like I'm not used to that shit. What I'm really not used to is, you know, dibbling, dabbling, overindulging, wanting to be toxic, pretty much want to live off of my energy, possess, possess your energy, live off of your energy while they stay the same. And yet you change. You'll change to a point where you will feel depleted, and you're not with that. You're not with that, okay? There's Nine of Wands out here. Lets it be known. You're not with that. Because guess what? Ten of Cups, you realize, Ten of Cups in reverse, you realize that this person was not the end of all be all, I hear. Good job. You saw that immediately and you took your energy and you were like, no, I'm not giving it to this connection. Hangman in reverse, I'm not giving it to this connection because I know that is a bad choice. Whether you will rather find it in yourself the strength and courage than you would let this motherfucker over here lead you when you already know mentally they're always seeming to be indecisive. Hell, this is exactly why their asses is in its Ten of Cups energy. Because guess what? Even with a fucking Three of Cups, for them, that's already too much. So how are they going to handle a Ten of Cups should have been in the upright if you can't even handle three? This person is not stable, whereas you are. You refuse to give to something that didn't serve, didn't have a purpose at all. And then guess what? This page of swords in the reverse. When I say my throat chakra, it just keeps chopping up on me and is making me feel like it doesn't want me to tell you this. But you knew that this motherfucker was a hazard to your mental health. Once you figured it out, you got the hell on, for sure. Because you knew maybe from a past lesson, you realized all of these flags as soon as possible because you knew if this motherfucker was to ever deep root into your shit, oh, you would not be a Queen of Pentacles for sure. You would not be in this energy at all. So you did the right thing with holding back and hesitating because you know how you are. You know how you love. It's a Ten of Cups in the upright. This person deserved a Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay? You went ahead and took your shit back because you did not want it to eat up what good was in you, that is in you. And that's how you fucking do it. That's how you protect yourself. That's how you set boundaries. And whether they want to respect them, once you're gone, that's it. That's it. You're not carrying in any emotional baggage moving forward. You're carrying the responsibility to yourself to stay balanced. You're moving that on. You know, I love that for you. So, oh, y'all had the Ten of Wands. You had the Ten of Swords come out. And mind you, that's my jail card. Either somebody has done time. I feel like someone's going in to do time. Someone's going in to do time. And I feel that they're going in to do time and they know, like they have their head down in shame. They have their head down like, I don't want to be here, I hear. And mind you, there's hands on the jail cells as if like these folks are like expecting this person. But definitely I hear walk of shame. Yeah. Mm. Walk of shame. This person can't even watch you online because, hey, they are, I really feel like this person is having to serve for their consequences. See, this is why you got to be careful how you treat people in the spirit, because it's the physical, it's the in the now, it's in the moment. You're going to have to pay for those consequences. You're going to have to pay for those actions. And mind you, while this person's in the 10 of swords energy, they can't see that things have turned in your favor. They can't they can't see your stuff online. You may have them blocked. Um but they can't see anything. They cannot see anything. And you, on the other hand, folks don't understand, like, you're a chameleon when you want to be, but damn, you are dangerous. On the bottom so far, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, see, you got to be careful how you treat people, because this literally, I'm pretty sure this literally did not have to happen. With this person seeming like they're imprisoned and your energy is working on your funds, working on your money. Like total opposites. Total opposites. And this is what happens when you don't pay attention to the signs. You're resistant to change. That's ultimately what the path leads to. So, yeah, you cut off communication with this person. They can't see you. I hear blocked. All right. You're definitely walking in your power with this Queen of Swords. Some of y'all may very well use art or create or use your creativity as your weapon. All right. That's your source of like where your strength comes from. That's where you vibrate the highest. Is in your passion. Yeah, you had a 5 of Swords that came out. Now, don't be surprised. I see you to be a very it's just like you're in your poise. All right, your poise grabs folks' attention, and some folks, they may not like that too much. Because, no matter what room you walk in, no matter what drive-through you pull up to, no matter what window you give them your money and you get your food, you are a star and you attract attention. And when one person can make that many heads turn, they start to think like, well, what's it with her? Or what's it with him? All right? Just know that people are watching you and you're the center of attention. Just don't let that shit be you. Don't let the attention be you. Continue to work on your inner strength and use the elements in your life, such as art or whatever your passion is and your hobby is, to keep you balanced. Okay, that goes with mental peace, is balance. This person fucked around and found out. Oh, yes, be careful, be careful, be careful. So that was a 10 of Wands. Double confirmation. Where it is, again, you're moving forward on the outside. Someone's having to go on the inside. So someone may have to serve some time. And then out here you had the 10 of Swords. So you had the 10. Wow. They oh, their energy is so dark. Like, yo, they got a 10 of they have a 10 of Wands. Just like you, they have to walk away. They have to walk away. And the thing is, they have no choice but to walk away, because they have to go and be held accountable for their actions. And mind you, that messed that person up. 10 of Swords. They were out here trying to overindulge, and literally, I mean, you're fried either way. I see needles in this picture. So that looks like a spoon. I don't know what they were doing, but they were definitely um, hot shots. Oof, I hope not. Um, sp- Speedball. Hope not. That's the case, that means this person knew they were going to go in. Well, either way you look at it, one is moving on, and then the other one is moving in. Wow. Moving out and moving in. Wow. Yeah. This person. Sorry to that man. Yeah, and see, this is the thing though. With this situation, this wasn't something where Princess of Swords in reverse. This wasn't a part of your purpose as far as in front of people. This was part of your purpose internally. Internally, you had the Star and the 2 of Swords out here. This was for something internally. Spirit says score. That's what I heard. All right. This wasn't something for you to like, go through an experience to like advocate for other people. This was an eternal thing. This was something where, again, like, yes, it has something to do with your peace. It also has something to do with the strength of you being willing to start over, or move on, or move somewhere new, um and rely on the things that have kept you balanced and kept you sane to be able to help you in this transformation. Ooh. On the bottom, a Prince of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, you just need to be careful of who you entertain. I think I said this in the beginning, where don't feel like you have to hang on to a connection out of obligation, because it's not necessary when after it serves its purpose. Again, it goes back to those plant analogies I said. A tomato plant, you got to throw it out every year, start over, right? All right. Do you keep every tomato plant that has went past its season? No. You can reuse the soil, recycle the soil, but for the most part, you get rid of the plant and you start again. Okay, well, with this new beginning, this wheel of fortune, this is how it's turning out. This is exactly how it's turning out for the both of you. And some of y'all gonna have someone to come and match and align with you how they're supposed to, and not be in this like twin flame type energy where it burns out real fast. This is something that, wow, like literally there's going to be roots. There's going to be roots grown in a certain type of connection moving forward. Spirit says that's your 10 of cups. It's like, you know, you being able to be whole, it's going to be what attracts the proper suit. And you're going to know this because you've been through it enough times to understand where to invest time and what not, what not to entertain. So, though you may very well not be in the mind of being in a relationship, you're still, again, on the bottom, that 8 of Pentacles, you're going to be focusing more on what gets your coin. And that's really just the bottom line of it. You've solved something for yourself, and you learned something more about yourself. And of course, someone's gonna, 9 times out of 10, this 10 of Wands energy that's out here, they very well may have some resentment towards you. And I love how your intuition lets it be known, like, that's just low vibration. That's just low vibration, because yet again, you're having to physically pay for spiritually what wrongs you've done, and yet you're still feeling as if, like, you're their worst enemy. Not gonna change. Not gonna change. um Honorary member, I don't know where that came from. I don't know who that is for. I do feel as if, like, this person may very well have been to, like, a facility where they have to, like jail, maybe serve time, but it's like it's their first time in that one, but it's not their first time in there. It's what I'm getting. But I'm liking how, both of y'all heads are down moving forward. Yours is more or less, just gathering your thoughts, whereas this person is just kind of collecting up their shame and collecting their guilt and their battered ego and their shattered pride. And they got to sit in it. They got to sit in it. But I love how you don't. So I'm going to leave it here. So I hope everyone, if it resonates, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. And like I said, this is more of an April feeling. This is giving me April vibes. Let's see here. You do have air. You have earth. You have water. You have fire. So yeah, I wish all the best for you in April. If this resonated, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hype the video. Comment down below. I would love to check in with you all. And until next time, talk to you later and take care.